Hey there, parents. Look, are you exhausted from dealing with your toddler's constant tantrums, their behavioral challenges? Look, we've all been there. I've got 4 kids myself, and if there's one thing I know, it's the challenge of one of your kids losing it, especially when you're in public. But if you're like most parents we see, you've probably tried everything. You've done timeouts, you've done positive reinforcements, maybe you've even gone so far as to see a specialist, yet your child continues to struggle every single day. What's even more frustrating is being told, if you just wait, they'll grow out of it, or that medication is the only solution for those behavioral challenges. But deep down, deep in that parent gut, you know there must be another answer. And I'll tell you right now, you are absolutely right. Because did you know that 1 in 7 children actually struggles with a diagnosed behavioral condition? And the truth is, your child's behavioral challenges aren't your fault, and they're not theirs. Because what if I told you that the issues that often stem here are from an overwhelmed nervous system? And understanding this hidden connection could transform your child's behavior and ultimately your family's daily life experience. So if today you're exhausted from dealing with your toddler's behavioral challenges, you're seeking a drug-free solution that is natural, that addresses the root cause, rather than just managing the traits of this condition or blaming genetics, then this is the video for you. Because we're going to explore the profound connection between your child's nervous system and their behavior, revealing why traditional approaches often fall short and how neurologically focused care can really help to unlock your child's natural ability to regulate their emotions and ultimately their behavior. And I want to start by telling you a story about a young guy in our office. His name is Braden. Now, his story might sound familiar to you or to your child's experience because by 2 years old, Braden was having constant tantrums. Now, they left his family exhausted and burnout just having to deal with it. His mom could tell he wasn't the happy toddler that he was meant to be. After countless home remedies, even other forms of chiropractic care with no success, his family found the neurologically focused care that we specialize in. Now, through regular adjustments and a thorough approach that included nervous system scans, along with Braden's personalized care, we literally watched Braden transform. He became a much more emotionally regulated child. His mom tells us day-to-day life is less stressful for all of us, and I can see how much happier Braden is. So how do we help families get these kinds of results? Well, to start off, we really need to understand the root cause of these behaviors. And truly, that's the most crucial part because behavioral issues in general for these kids and for these toddlers, they usually stem from an imbalance in the autonomic nervous system, specifically the imbalanced relationship between the fight or flight response from the sympathetic side and the rest and digest response from the parasympathetic side of the nervous system. Now, when those systems are out of balance, it leads to emotional dysregulation. We have difficulty when there's sudden situational changes for kids. We see aggressive behavior, and we see the constant stressful tantrums on a daily basis. And this will escalate into what we in our office refer to as the perfect storm. A nervous system that is challenged often starts at birth with prenatal stress that affects your baby's developing nervous system. When we add in birth interventions, early childhood stress, and environmental factors, it creates that perfect storm of nervous system dysfunction. Now, this leads to misalignments, what we in chiropractic call subluxations, that ultimately interfere with proper nervous system communication between the brain and the body. Now, there's an obvious neurological connection when it comes to behavioral issues, and it's just as important to us as the other things that we've talked about, because research is showing us that 1 in 7 children between the ages of 3 and 17 are diagnosed with a behavioral condition. The neurological component is heavily focused on the vagus nerve. Now, the vagus nerve runs from the brainstem in the top of the neck through the body, and it plays a crucial role in emotional regulation. When this part of the nervous system gets compromised, though, it affects everything from changes in mood to sleep quality or even the digestive function of your child. So it's imperative that we have full neurological control to the vagus nerve and all of its extensions. And we have to talk about why the traditional approaches often fall short for these kids. Now, conventional care plans, they're typically going to focus on managing the signs of behavioral challenges through medication or strategies that are focused on changes after the behaviors have occurred in the first place. Now, while these may provide temporary relief, they do not address the underlying nervous system imbalance, nor do they work in a proactive manner to avoid them from happening in the first place. This is why many children continue to struggle despite trying multiple interventions and specialists. And that's ultimately my favorite part because this is where our unique approach to neurologically focused care comes in. Using the advanced insight scans that we utilize in our office to assess your child's nervous system, it allows us to create personalized care plan recommendations to target the root cause of those behavioral challenges. Our gentle adjustments help to restore proper nervous system communication and the balance that we want to see for the sympathetic and parasympathetic relationship. Removing that stress response and ultimately the behaviors is what we all want as parents. Imagine your child being able to regulate their emotions better, handle those sudden transitional changes, or experience just more joy in their daily life. It's literally exactly Braden's story. That's what we've seen for him over these years. At Pure Chiropractic, we simply don't just care for the signs and symptoms, and we simply don't blame genetics and tell you to wait it out. We get to the root cause of your child's behavioral challenges by looking to how the brain and nervous system are communicating with each other. Our insight scans and our personalized care plans have helped countless families just like yours find the answers they've been so actively searching for. Now, if this sounds like it could be the answer for your family, or if you know someone who needs to hear this information, please share this with them and with others. We're so passionate about helping every child thrive in their daily life. And if you're ready to schedule your visit with us, click the link in our bio to schedule your consultation and the comprehensive neurological evaluation that we do. We would love to help you and your family.